Hello my friend and welcome to Vlogmas day 16.
Everyone knows that Christmas should be white. Bing Crosby got that right. Oh, but I'm in Copacabana, tanning up for Santa. But I'm getting on a plane, a boat,
Can you believe it? It's only 4 days until Christmas. It's so crazy and time flies. And although not much is happening in the world, I was super busy making these videos and trying to get all the Christmas gifts and see my friends at least a little bit. And all the books I bought on Black Friday are finally arrived. So I thought it was a nice idea to show you all the books I got. Okay, the first book sounds very woo-woo. I have to say, if I would find this book in a bookshop or at the library, I would have never chosen it because it sounds so strange. It sounds the dark side of the light chasers, reclaiming your power, creativity, brilliance, and dreams. It definitely wouldn't get my attention, but I read on, I think on a recommendation that I found via Pinterest, where somebody really recommended to read it. And I had already started reading this book in summer, but then I gave it to a friend who moved, and I liked it so much and I really wanted to read the whole thing that I chose to buy it again. So the book talks about the dark sides of your personality that you don't want to show anybody. These are all often traits that society sees as bad, and then a lot of people try to hide them. And we don't just hide them, we often also deny them. And so the theory of the author, her name is Debbie Ford, is that because you're hiding and denying dark sides of your personality, you can't live authentically because you use a lot of energy to hide these things. I really like how she looks at, for example, the word laziness. See what can be positive about being lazy, which means, for example, it will stop you from being an workaholic. She's also talking about projecting things to other people and how we get angry or frustrated, and we might see just these traits on ourselves. I feel like this book can really help you to make peace with traits that you feel not presentable. Really good for that, and it has a lot of exercise in it, so it is definitely something to work on and not just to read. Next books in the self-help area, you know, I just love to read them. This actually works very well with the other book, and it is definitely a goal for 2021 to be more kind to myself. And I had heard a lot about this book, so I'm happy that I finally start reading it, and it's called Self-Compassion, Stop Beating Yourself Up and Leave Insecurity Behind. I feel like I'm often very hard on myself and that I have a lot of negative self-talk. And Kristin Neff has studied a lot in this department of self-compassion. What I really like is it's not just the book, but she also made like a real workbook on it. I already saw that you have like a lot of questions that you have to go through and reflections and exercises, and I'm really looking forward to have this as a month project, and I think I will actually do February, the month of love, for that. Next up, A Study in Charlotte. Don't know if you can already see it because of the title, but this is actually a series very much inspired by Sherlock Holmes. The last thing Jamie Watson wants is a rugby scholarship to Sherringford, a Connecticut prep school just an hour away from his estranged father. But that's not the only complication. Sherringford is also home to Charlotte Holmes, the famous detective's great-great-great-granddaughter, who has inherited not only Sherlock's genius, but also his volatile temperament. It says it's a trilogy, but I think it was actually 4 books. I'm not sure, but I'm really looking forward to this Watson and Holmes series. I saw Abigail from Abigail's Cup of Tea recommending this book, and I thought it was such a nice thing, especially because I love Hercule Poirot and Sherlock Holmes and Miss Marple, so I thought like, oh yeah, I want to have something modern, but kind of like a little bit similar. So last but not least, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Well, this is actually the American one, but it's the Philosopher's Stone, of course. Every time I look into this book, I'm just speechless. Like, it is so beautiful and so detailed, and this book is actually not for me, it's for a friend, and I hope she really enjoyed it as much as I am just looking through it. It's just so magical. I'm totally blown away. The only thing that surprises me, it is so big already. Like, this is the first one, and you remember the first one was like very small. Let's get my first one. So the first book is this slim, and now compare it with, can you imagine how thick the fifth book is gonna be when they will make it like that way? So the design is done by MinaLima, which is a design studio that also were responsible for the Harry Potter films and Fantastic Beasts, which I haven't read or seen yet, so we will get there one day. So I understand where they're coming from. It is just so amazing. I'm totally blown away. I definitely will get myself this book because it's so nice. It just wants me to start over again because the first 4 books are so nice, and after that it just gets horrible. So I think if you have a friend or a family member who is into Harry Potter, I think this is really the best gift you could give somebody, really. It is so beautiful. Okay, I think that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe there's a book for you that you like, and I definitely will come with some book recommendations for 2021, but we will do that in another video. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.